Managing 4-year-old tantrums can be exhausting, and when they occur, they are very draining. If you want to stop 4-year-old tantrums, avoid making the following mistakes, especially number 6, because not everyone teaches this. Mistake number 1, don't walk away. You might be tempted to do this, and because your child is slightly older, you might think they're safe. But trust me, when they're thrashing about, you need to be there. To ensure your child's safety, always make sure that you are in the room when they are throwing a tantrum. Sit down, appear to be busy doing something else, sit on the chair or sit on the floor. I often find it's easy to sit on the floor. Look at a magazine or a book, preferably not your phone, and just don't engage, but keep an eye on your little one without talking to them. Mistake number 2, don't scream back. Now, though I know this is hard because if you're angry and frustrated yourself, you are tempted to start engaging in some sort of altercation with your 4-year-old, but don't. Instead, as I've already said, sit down, stay calm, keep words to a minimum. If you do have to say something, you might want to remind them why you have said no or they can't have, but only say it once, and then that is it. Keep words to a minimum. Mistake number 3, don't give in or negotiate. Because if you do, your 4-year-old will have learned that tantrums work. In my book, tantrums are non-negotiable. So we don't bargain, we don't give in. Once you've said no, you mean it. So instead, stick to your guns, keep words to a minimum, and don't engage any more than you have to. Once the tantrum is over, you can reinforce or have a discussion about why you said no. Then you can explain why you made the decision you did. But it's certainly not up to negotiation, and you should never give in. Mistake number 4, don't invalidate their feelings by saying things like calm down or don't be ridiculous. Instead, validate their feelings by saying you acknowledge that they are angry or frustrated because they couldn't have or do what they wanted. When the tantrum is over, you can have a conversation about what happened. You could use emotional flashcards and just have a calm conversation about the whole situation. Bedtime stories that talk about strong emotions are also really good for this age group. So there are positive things that you can do after the tantrum to help your 4-year-old find the words and to have conversations about better ways to express their feelings. But at the time of the tantrum is not the time to do that. Mistake number 5, don't take it personally. I know this is difficult, but don't say things like, and I've heard parents say this, when you do this it makes me sad, or why are you doing this? Why are you being so horrible? Or why are you being so difficult? Firstly, it'll fall on deaf ears. And secondly, you cannot guilt your toddler into good behaviour. When they're in the throes of a tantrum, they will not be able to process what you are saying. And so the best thing to do is instead say nothing at all. Keep calm and wait for the storm to pass. And point number 6, the all-important number 6, don't blame and shame. Don't ask your toddler in the throes of a tantrum, why are you doing this? You always spoil things for everybody. Instead, again, validate their feelings. And remember that your 4-year-old is not throwing a tantrum to hurt or upset you or anybody else. They are just having trouble processing their emotions. And that's where you come in. Your job, once you've proven to them that tantrums don't work, is to give them the words and the ability to express themselves in an alternative way. Remember, healthy children of all ages can have tantrums. And if this behaviour is not managed correctly, then these disruptive behaviours can continue for years. If you would like to learn more about how to handle 4-year-old tantrums, and more importantly, how to prevent them from happening, then take a look at my post on how to handle this very tricky situation. There'll be a link in the description box below that takes you to the Teething to Tantrums website where you can read all about that. And you might also benefit from our Calm Connections course because it teaches you how to talk to young children to prevent disruptive behaviour in the first place. Because a lot about how you talk to your child is very influential on how they behave. So that's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thanks for watching.